so that we can share it. While so I think we live right now. So basically, we just getting everything set up. See if we get a couple of people to join the room first. I got a couple of moderators I think on deck. So let me go ahead and let me see how I look at my personal page. Because it's supposed to be like a little slight, like a 15-second or 10-second delay. Oh yeah, we live. Did you just share it? It says it got one share.
No, I didn't share it yet. I created a separate event, but I haven't shared your joint.
Oh yeah, nah. I can see how. Go to your. You should be able to share it from my page.
Hold on. Can you drop it in my inbox?
Let me see. Um.
Or you just go live, and since you got the master and you got the studio, I just go live from my side, and at least if I get a question or something, I just shoot it in. I'll throw it in the conversation.
Would you be able to see me on your live?
I cannot see you on your live. I could.
I'm trying to figure out how to get. We should be able to both be able to. What about that StreamYard link I sent you? You can't post that to your page.
Maybe.
There's got to be a better way to do it.
Let me see.
The baseball podcast becoming a successful. Oh, let me see if I can send it to you because it says it's a send link right here. Oh no,
Yeah,
that's
I just shared the link, so I don't know how that's going to translate to the page.
yeah. We gotta look that up afterwards.
Yeah,
Because it's got to be a better way for you to stream it on your page and for me to stream it on my page, and you can see both of us.
yeah, because you're hosting on StreamYard, and StreamYard allows you to put it on directly on your platforms anyway.
Yeah, it allows me to put it on Facebook and it allows me to put it on anywhere. So maybe I could share it on your page. Let me see
So the
something.
only other thing then I need to figure out how to get access and then share it on my page live like the same way as yours.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. I'll probably have to get you a StreamYard account or let you log into StreamYard on my end and then add your pages to it. Because right now I have you can just see my pages that I have in the studio. But anyway, we'll figure that out as we keep it moving. You know what I'm saying? Let's just keep the momentum going. You
Facts.
know, you know. So basically, this is the third episode of the B.A.S.E podcast, becoming a successful entrepreneur. Yeah, our focus is to help entrepreneurs and business owners who've been in the game for a long time. We want to help them better with their strategies, systems, and processes so they can start generating more leads and sales for their businesses. So, me and my brother Champ right here, we've been planning this for a very long time. And normally, we're behind the camera, we're behind the computer doing a lot of things in the background. So normally you wouldn't catch us in front of the camera like this. But we both understand that in order for us to reach our goals, we have to step out of the box and do things that we're not used to doing. We have to get out of our comfort zone. So that's the purpose of us making these videos right now, is that we're working on just perfecting our speaking skills, and we're working on connecting better with our audience. So we felt as if going live is like one of the best ways that we can utilize in order for us to maximize our results and to speak to even more people. So we recommend, all of our clients, all of our partners, all of our associates to step out of the box and get out of their comfort zone and start doing things that might make them feel a little bit uncomfortable, but it's all for a greater purpose. So Champ, you go ahead and tell the people a little bit about yourself and what you got going on.
Greetings. My name is Champ. A lot of people call me Boogie, Champ Boogie. That's my brand. That's who I am as a brand. I'm a brand specialist, brand strategist. I started out with Paul, actually. Paul did one of my first logos. I started out in the club promotion arena, marketing, nonetheless. Have held several marketing positions, consulted with a lot of DMV brands. My mantra has always been entertainment, art, entrepreneurship. And that's kind of where I got my start at. I played in a few bands. I'm a drummer by trade. Been playing the drums probably since I was 11 years old. So that's where it started at for me. Fast forward, I met Paul about 12, 13 years ago. I had a vision for a street team marketing platform, which was going to kind of be a stepping stone for new artists, new business owners, new brand owners, entrepreneurs. I had an idea for a name and a logo, essentially a brand. Before I had any of this information, before I kind of knew what I was getting into, I ran into Paul. Paul was able to produce, a fire logo for me and just give me some insight. And then from there, it's just been trapping and grinding from there, man. We started as just, local parties and events that expanded into some of the bigger bands. I worked with, some of the top bands in the DMV area, some of the top artists in the DMV area, worked with numerous clubs, venue owners, and then that translated just wanting to expand myself and better myself. That translated into, more seeking more knowledge in terms of, what is actually marketing beyond the club and the party atmosphere, right? So that curiosity kind of just led me down the path of marketing, understanding, branding, understanding the power of messaging, leverage, and just continuing to grow and educate myself. And then, now here we are. I'm kind of helping Paul on a few projects. We're kind of helping each other. We always say still sharpen steel. He's got a few things that he's been able to kind of mold me into a better strategist and use some of the information and some of the insight that I have. And I've been able to throw ideas and viewpoints and points of view at him. And it's just been a real fire, real positive situation. So that's, who I am in a nutshell, man. Champ Boogie. You might have heard one of my brands, Love to Boogie, is my street team. And the list goes on. I've helped so many people. I'm so thankful for the relationships and some of the people that I've been able to meet and artists and just, I'm super thankful for this journey, man, and super excited to be in this position right now.
Sounds good. I appreciate that. So, this episode is about, basically the whole series is about, making more money in 2024. How can you increase your income? How can you increase your sales? How can you increase your engagement? And, one of the main reasons we started this was because that we realized with the internet and YouTube and so much information out there, that a lot of people can get confused on the best direction to go in. So we like to go back to the basics. When we talk to all of our new clients, we like to start off, with the foundational principles of starting a business and going about marketing and advertising. So one of the main things that we talk about a lot is, clarity and focus. So you want to have clarity and focus on your mission, on your vision, on your core values, and your goals. So the more clear you are on these things, then you'll be able to move with intention. You'll be able to move with more intention. So that means you're not going to waste any of your time or any of your decisions on things that really are not getting you closer to your goals. So just being able to articulate your vision, it'll be able to help you when you're trying to, accomplish, when you're trying to get new customers, when you're trying to get new partners, when you're trying to get investors, when they can understand your vision and your goals and your mission, then they'll be more willingly to work with you, because they might share some of those things with you and they might get more excited about those things and they'll be willing to put in more work. So I just want to go over briefly, one of our mantras, which is clarity and focus produces better results. So you might hear us say that a lot, but it's one of the things that has helped us get to this point to where we're at right now. So today's episode is about you are the brand, you are the business. Do you need a personal brand in 2024? So, we're going to go in. I don't see it. Hold on. Somebody said they don't see it on it. You on Facebook? Okay, hold on one second. Let me see what's going on. See, we new to this. We're trying to get everybody. Let me add somebody to it real fast. Hold on one second, y'all.
Do you think, sir? Because I'm right with
you. Yeah, let me see. She said tag her in it. How come I can't tag people in my live? Let me copy the link. Let me send it to her. 1 second. Only thing you got to do is go to my Facebook page. All right, let me check real quick. Yeah, I'm taking the promo up another notch next week. Like we got something good. We just got to go ahead and amplify our message, amplify our marketing, and take it to another level. You understand what I'm saying? So,
and see, one of the things is too, the reason why it's such a blessing, because a lot of people won't stop, right? What we've been able to come, the conclusion we came to is that we just going to jump out there, trial and error. We're going to figure it out as we go, you know what I'm saying? So right now, we jumping out the window right now. We kind of building our parachute on the way down. And the reason why that's important is because, this is you got to start somewhere. Everybody, you're not going to start with the perfect picture. You're not going to start with the perfect platform, the perfect presentation. You know what I mean? We're going to have technical difficulties. You got to learn, you got to learn by fire. You know what I mean? So we give an example of learning by fire right now as we building this new platform.
She said she sees something else. Why she ain't seeing it? That's crazy. I just sent her the link. Let me go back. Send her this link. Yeah, like I said, I want to say another thing to everybody. Like, even if you start a live and you got 0 people paying attention, don't let that discourage you. Okay, because this gives you an opportunity. You're killing 2 birds with 1 stone. When you go live, see, this is being recorded as well, so we can use this footage later on, to promote our different businesses and advertise our different products and things like that. So don't get discouraged. Look at it as an opportunity for you to perfect the process. Okay, so in the beginning, even when you throw in a party or an event, we don't expect to pack it out the first time that we throw a party, you know what I'm saying? Or even the second time. It might take the 3rd or 4th or the 5th time for us to hit the numbers that we're looking for. But that doesn't mean we don't do the first and second party because nobody shows up. No, it doesn't work like that. You have to believe in yourself. And you got to remember you have a mission. And what you're doing is you're building yourself up to you being able to accomplish all your goals and to have everything that you want. So don't get discouraged. Stay focused and remember that this is an opportunity for you to kill 2 birds with 1 stone. So I just wanted to throw that in there real quick because sometimes people get discouraged when they have an event or they do something and a lot of people don't show up and they don't want to do it again, or they think they don't have support. But sometimes it just takes more effort in order for you to get the results that you're looking for.
And one thing I want to throw in there too, Paul, the thing that I'm noticing right now too is because I'm usually not a go live type of person. You got to go through this trial and error because everything is changing at such a fast pace. You got the AI revolution. You know what I mean? You got all this automation. Even I'm looking at the live platform right now from my desktop, just trying to add the presentation to my live. And it's like the whole dashboard for going live. Like you can't even just go live. Like I'm just trying to go live. It's a whole dashboard. I got to go through step by step by step. And I mean, this has got to be within the last 30 days, at least since the beginning of the year. Cause it's like, usually you can just push go live and you up and run it. Right now, I'm looking at all these dashboard options. So you got to go through it. to kind of keep up with the technology because it's changing so fast.
Mm-hmm. Start live. So see, my live ain't even started on my. See, I'm about to go live on my phone too. I'm about to go live on my phone, and I'm about to go live on my computer. I see because. All right, y'all. I'm new to this, so I'm going live on my phone, and I'm going live on my computer. So y'all bear with me. Look good on both of them, actually. Oh yeah, you got your phone? Hey, I gotta start going live on my phone.
I'm trying to tell you, look,
you better than my computer.
Man, keep it simple, stupid. My desktop, I got somebody, Shorty, hit me right now talking about she can't find it live.
I know, right? Why can't nobody find it live? Like I'm live on my mobile now, so they can't say they can't find me now.
Yeah, everybody trying to find it right now. That's good though.
Yeah, let them find it. Let me see. Let me see if I can put it on my Facebook again. Oh, we're gonna get this. Have no fear.
We might have to run it. We might just have to run this one back.
Which is fine. Which is fine. You know what I'm saying? Like, as long as we just being consistent, we gotta be consistent. Like, it doesn't matter if, like I said, if it's not 1,000 people on the live, we doing it to perfect our process. We trying to get better with our communication and our consistency.
Yeah.
We stepping outside of the box right now. Normally, like I said, we behind the computer. I mean, behind the camera.
Yeah, right.
We in the club promoting. We the ones who get the events popping, and you don't really see us a lot. So, we get out of our comfort zone at the moment, which is being in front of the camera. So. But anyway, back to the episode, y'all. You are the business. You are the brand. Okay, you set the tone. Everything that happens in your business is a reflection of you. So you want to focus on creating a personal brand for yourself too if you have a business. So you have to focus on your reputation. You want to have a good reputation. Okay, so that means you have to have people that vouch for you, testimonials, things like that in order for, for you to build up your credibility.
And let me jump in too. One thing, a lot of times we stop at the logo, right? We stop at the little catchphrase or the tagline. Right here on Forbes, a brand is the name given to a product or service from a specific source. So more importantly than the logo or the tagline, it's the source, right? It's what is this brand or the product or service? What is it originating from? And that's so important because as you're building your brand and building trust for your brand and putting your brand out there in the marketplace, it's so important for you to let people know, like, what is your story? You know what I mean? Your brand story. What is your background? What's powering you to do this? What's you know what I mean? What's inspiring you to do this? What's inspiring you to build this platform or to serve this product or to do this? And a lot of times, you say this all the time, Paul, people over profit, right? A lot of times we start a brand or we start a business, we just think about the dollars. We got to get that bag. But what you learn over time and trial and error is really about connecting with people, right? What's your thoughts about that, man? And that realization, how branding is really more about connecting.
Yeah, I'm glad you said that because a lot of us like to use the term marketing, and what I like to call marketing connecting, because you're really dealing with people and you want to build a connection with people who's interested in your product or your service. So in order to connect with these people, then they have to resonate with who you are and what you bring to the table. So in order to get people to resonate with you, you have to share with them your vision and your story. Okay. So the more people understand what you're trying to accomplish and where you're trying to go with your brand, then the more likely they'll be willing to do business with you. So, you are, like I said, you are the brand, you are the business. So it revolves around you. If people know, like you, and trust you, then you can almost sell them anything. So you want to get people to more familiar with who you are and what are your values, what do you believe in, so they can understand like what's your perspective on different situations and in business. So you want to get them to be more relatable to your situation. and you want to tell them your story because your story is unique and powerful. So that's just that right there.
And another thing to add on it, one thing we got here on Investopedia is types of brands are basically related to the results that it provides, right? So
Mm-hmm.
when we launching our brands and we launching our platforms, what is the result that the people get, right? When we wear, you got the Hugo on, I got the Adidas on, right? But when we wear certain clothes, it's the swag that come with it, right? What's the result? I'm well dressed, I'm well groomed, I got my shape up. You know what I'm saying? I went to Change of Faces barbershop. I'm well kept. I smell good. I got the Gucci, Gucci black on, guilty black on. I smell good. What is the result associated with our brand? You know what I mean? And a lot of times, coming from the promoter realm, what's the first thing? Don't be a janky promoter, right? But what is that name, correlate? You don't got your business together. You might be, you cutting some corners, or you're not taking care of certain business, certain obligations.
In
What's
my
the Go ahead.
in my opinion, your logo is your face card. This is the new logo, your face. This is what represents your brand. It's you. That's what makes it unique. Nobody has your face. So that's one thing that makes it unique. But a lot of the times is a lot of business owners, they're hiding behind their logo. You have to build up your reputation, your credibility. You have to get people to know, like, and trust you before they're going to do any business with you.
Yeah.
So I like to focus on your reputation, your credibility, just your credibility. What I mean when I say that is your experience, your certifications, your qualifications, all of that matters, and it goes into your credibility. So just have those things in order, in order for you to build a better reputation. Okay. So, and your voice, I said your face is your logo, and your voice is your marketing tool, is the way you communicate. So you need to start using your voice to position yourself as the authority within your industry. People need to know you as the expert in your industry in order for them to trust you. So you got to start offering more value and more educational content so they know that you are really the go-to person in your industry for whatever it is that you do.
One thing that I learned, and I kind of pride of myself, when I actually got a buzz going for my events and my promotions, people would see me, and you talk about this, having that online and offline presence. But one of the things that I would be so, it would just let me know that I was doing my job when I hand somebody a flyer. I'd be like, oh, tell them, Champ was out here with the flyers. And they say, oh, yeah, we know Champ. Yeah, you be online. But that credibility for them to see me, the same message I'm promoting on my online presence, I'm out here in the field. I'm out here at the club with it. I'm giving them a flyer. I'm giving them tickets. Promoting that same message for that person or those people to see me and really, take that back to the main promoter or take that back to the band that we promoting. It really stamps that credibility in where it's like, man, a dude really be doing what he say he be doing. That person, that brand, they really deliver the service that they say they deliver. And man, that credibility is like, when they say your word is your bond, I mean that you did, it's almost priceless. You can't cheat that. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, and another thing, they see that you're consistent. Your messaging is consistent wherever you at, and that goes a long way. That shows that you're willing to. Like a lot of the times, you see somebody start a business, then next year they got a new business, and then the year after that they got a whole new business.
Yeah.
So it's hard for them to build up a positive track record when you keep on switching from discipline to these different disciplines, and they really don't have nothing to do with each other. So people look at you like, if I do business with this guy, like how much longer is he going to be in business? Is he going to have this business next year? Because
Yeah.
track record, it seems like he's not pretty consistent, So you want to work on your consistency. So you want to find something that you love to do, that you're passionate about. That's the only way you're going to stick with it. And when things get difficult and challenging, is this if you really love it and if you really have a mission or a good, a vision for what you're doing. So sometimes
Yeah.
people start things just for money. And when you do things just for money, it kind of it affects how you make decisions in your business because
100%.
you're chasing money. It's all about the transaction, and you kind of lose that that focus on building relationships. And the best business owners, they understand the importance of relationships. I personally think relationships are they just as important as money, but relationships to me is more important, because with a good relationship, they may be able to walk you through a door that money can't, walk you through,
Yeah.
So and sometimes everything doesn't have to have a cost, a financial cost associated with it. If you have a good relationship with somebody, they may be willing to do something for you at no charge at all.
Correct.
So don't need money all the time.
Yeah, it's just like you said, man. A lot, I use the promo aspect because that's where a lot of my experience, my hands-on marketing experience really came from. But you'd be surprised, man. It'd be a lot of promoters that have access to capital. They they got a bag, they got good, financial support where they can make things happen, but they don't have the relationship or the reputation. So it's like, when they go to approach a venue or approach a certain band, bands be skeptical. It's like, man, we see you got the money, but are you going to deliver? Are you going to make sure we get, the event that you say you booking us for, is the venue going to change venues 4 or 5 times? So like you said, man, the money is important, but sometimes that relationship, though, that credibility is just as important as the financial obligations, man. That's not just promotion. That's in a lot of businesses. Even when you get into business credit, the banks, a lot of the banks, they want to see, okay, yeah, we'll give you a business line of credit. You got your business in order, but let's take a look at your personal credit, and we're going to judge off that.
Yeah, absolutely. So you want to make sure you have all those things in order. So let's see, what do we want to go to next? So it's 7:26. Next time we're gonna have a guest coming around this time. That's what we're gonna do. Me and you gonna have an introduction. We're gonna talk out with the what the topic is about for the day. And then 7:30, we're gonna have like a guest come on for 15 minutes, and then I guess we probably close it out like that. But
so while we in it, tell us a little bit about your journey, man. Because when I met you, man, you was doing the t-shirts, you was doing websites, you was doing.
Man, I'm glad you said that.
Tell us.
I'm gonna tell y'all why I started my business in the first place. I started my first business when I was 22 years old. Okay. And before we started the business, you can't share the link. You good?
Nah, my shorty was asking me where the link was at. I said, man, right now we on some technical difficulties right now.
I understand. I'm trying to figure this out. Even my virtual assistant, like, she didn't get a notification. That's like 30.
That's all right. We can run it. We'll run it back.
Yeah. We'll run it back. But yeah. So let me tell you a little bit why I even started my business in the first place. I started out of frustration, to be honest with you. I remember as a child, my mother and father, they worked real hard, and I wish I was able to spend more time with them as a child. And, the most time I spent with them is like in the morning time when I was asking them for lunch money to go to school. And then, when it was time to go to bed, you know what I'm saying? So like doing that, I really didn't get to spend too much time with them. And I really didn't want that for my life as well when I had kids. So I realized, throughout my journey that, having a job, it takes away a lot of your time from your family, from your friends, and just from doing things that you want to do in your own life. So I started my business out of frustration. So I had several jobs. I started working at one of my jobs was what really made me really want to become an entrepreneur is when I started working for Dish Network. We were installing satellite dishes on people's roofs. And, when I first started the job, I was excited. You know what I'm saying? So I was like, wow, I'm making like $18, $19 an hour. And yeah, and I was just, how old was I? Maybe like 20 at the time. And I was really excited until I got my first check. And when I got that first check, man, they murdered it. They murdered the tax, man. I can't remember how much money they took out of my check.
Yeah,
it
was unreasonable.
It was so unreal, and it felt like I was risking my life every day at work.
Yeah,
I'm going on 40-foot roofs. Yeah. Carrying a satellite dish on my back with a drill. I mean, sometimes on people on hot roofs at that. So on them hot days, it's blazing. It's if you ain't never been on a roof in the summertime, then you don't know what hot
It's
is.
real, ain't it?
Man,
Yeah,
it's
right.
real. It's real hot. So I just felt bamboozled. I felt taken advantage of, you know what I'm saying? So I started thinking of new ways, how can I, make a living for myself without having to have a job? So I started to do more research and gather more information on how can I become an entrepreneur. And I realized that becoming an entrepreneur is ways that you can minimize your tax what's it
Liability.
called? Thank you, your tax liability, and you could create your own schedule, you know. But in the beginning, it was extremely difficult. I ain't gonna lie to you. I struggled a lot when I first started my business, um, because I was just getting started. I really didn't, know all the ins and out of it, and but I learned a lot, and I came out on top. Just by staying consistent. Getting a name out there for myself, doing good business. Keeping my reputation clean, and people used to call me Paul the Print Guy because that's what I was known for. I was known for graphics and printing. I was known for fast turnaround times, and so it evolved after that. And after doing graphics and printing, I started doing T-shirts and websites, and now I'm more so on the marketing and strategy end, and I'm offering different solutions like software and things just to keep people more organized. So I like to talk about SOPs, standard operating procedures. I like to talk about your vision, your goals, and your mission. Those are the things that I think a lot of businesses overlook in the beginning because they're pursuing money, or they think their product and service is just so good that they forget about their mission and their vision.
Talk about something that you kind of helped me establish, man. When you talk about core principles, explain core principles. Give us an example of some of your core principles, and break that down for us. Why do we need to really take the time to establish core principles inside our brand, inside our business?
So I like to call it core values. You know what I'm
Core
saying?
values.
Yeah. So your core values is it helps to create the community and the culture in your business. Your core values let people know what you believe in, what you stand for. So, like I said, one of our main core values is people over profits. And like I said, we believe that you should focus on caring about people than just making money. We believe that it's about having positive relationships, and it's more than a transaction. So, that's one of our biggest principles. I mean, core values, and it helps to guide us in all of our decisions when we're making, trying to figure out what to do next in our business. Sometimes we might be faced with a problem or a situation, and we don't know how to approach it. So we go back to our core values, and then we make the decision based off of that. So if it's in alignment with our core values, then we'll go for it. But if it's not, then it's something we'll pass, or we're like, no, we're not going to do that because it's not in alignment with what we're trying to accomplish. So,
Let me
that's
ask you this question. We talk a lot about mindset, man. How, with these core values, how has having those core values allowed you to keep the right mindset, or how has your mindset allowed you? How do your core values relate to your mindset?
yeah,
How do
your
they
core
relate? How do it?
it's like your way of thinking. You know what I'm saying? So your core values align with your mindset because it's your belief system. It's like your mindset has to, like I said, it has to be one where you're focused on doing business with people and it's not just making money. So your mindset has to be clear on, solving people's problems. You know, um, your mindset needs to be a people mindset and not, and you can't just think about yourself when you're doing business. So your mind needs to be focused on the problem that you're
Service, right?
solving. Yeah. Yeah.
That's what's up. That's what's up. Do you in your time, you've been a consultant for a long time, man, helping a lot of people. What's one of the key things that you find like is a common denominator? You know what I mean? From the startup entrepreneur and some of your bigger clients. What's some of the common challenges that they face in their branding and their business?
one of the biggest challenges is deciding who their target market is.
And that's something that they share, like the newbie and the established, the more established veteran, they both struggle with that.
I would say yes. You know what I'm saying? Even somebody who might have a certain amount of success, if I ask them like who their target market is, sometimes they can't define it all the way, or they give me a vague response. So I know if the more experienced business owner, if they define their target audience a little bit better, then they'll have better results in their operation. You know, and the newbies, you know, when I talk about target market to them, they think everybody's their target market, or anybody who has money. You know, whoever can afford my service, that's who my
First
target
thing
market
smokers.
is. Yeah, you know, whoever's going to give me some money, that's my target market.
Yeah.
You know, so that's not a good way to think about it. You know, so
Nah.
you know, you even, you know, like I said, even experienced business owners, they sometimes have a challenge just determining who's the best target market for them. So yeah, I would say that's a big problem.
What do
And
you? Go ahead.
And let me elaborate, because it affects everything in your business. If you don't have a clear target market, then it's hard for you to put together like a marketing message, or we got a viewer, we got stubs.
Yeah.
We've been having some technical difficulties, but we're trying to get everything back in order. So the live that we started, for some reason, you know, the notifications didn't go out. So next time we're gonna be a little bit more thorough, but it's all good. That's my workout partner. You know, we about to, after this, matter of fact, we about to hit the gym at 9 o'clock at night. You know, my body's still sore right now, to be honest with you. You know,
Yeah.
like I was telling you last week, like movement is gonna be a part of the 7 M's, because you gotta stay active, you gotta stay physical, you gotta give yourself enough energy to take on, you know, in business. And business is a battle. So you gotta be, you know what I'm saying, ready with your armor. And just you staying physically fit, you know, you moving, it's going to motivate you just to get more accomplished, you know. So I encourage everybody to start walking more, start eating better, because when you go hard for your body, you're going to go hard for everything else around you. You're going to go hard in your relationship, you're going to go hard in your business, but it starts with you. That's why I like to say, you are the business, you are the brand. Everything you do, you set the tone. So if it's something not working in your business, it's because you're not working. It's something wrong with you at the moment, and it doesn't mean you can't fix it, but you need to start working, figuring out, you know, what it is that you need to work on in order for you to, you know, go to the next level.
So, you know, I got my notes right here, man. You know, you said something, and I always want to go back to that 7M. And we chop this up all the time, but for me, I love to go back over the basics. But you know, we talked a little bit about mindset in terms of branding. Um, give us some game, man, some insight onto what is a business model inside of our brand, and how do we need to approach that conversation when we talk about our business model inside of our brands.
Say that one more time.
We talked a little bit about the mindset, and you mentioned the 7M, your 7M framework.
Mm-hmm.
And I know the model is a big part of that. Talk a little bit about the business model and how that relates to our brand story as we put in our business and our brand together.
You got. I'm over here. I'm reading something. My bad, champ. I'm over here trying to read something too at the same time. Something coming across my screen to keep on distracting me. Let me hold on 1 second. Let me just copy and paste this real quick. Trying to figure this thing out. We're gonna have this mastered by the time we done. Trust and believe. Let me see if I can add it to the stream, y'all. Change view. Oh no, don't block her. Move. Change to view broadcast. Move. I'm gonna see if she can join. All right, one more time. I know we got like 20 minutes left, so let's make it a good 20 real fast.
Yeah, let's do it.
All right. So go ahead. Let me listen to this question one more time.
So, okay, my question was, we talked about the 7M framework. You mentioned it real quick. We talked about mindset, so that brought us down to the business model. Give us some game and some insight on to how we should approach our business model inside of our brand.
Okay. So your business model is all of the resources and all of the raw materials that you use to deliver your solution, product, or service. So it's everything that you use to get your like I said, it's about how you deliver your product and your service to people. So some people use a subscription based model. Some people use a consultative based business model where they get on the phone with people and they consult them through certain situations. Some people have a retail business model, a wholesale business model. It just depends. But you need to be able to understand what your business model is, because that's going to be your way of helping people through their problems. So a lot of the time, and some people have like online courses. That's another business model as well too. So sometimes people are confused, or they don't have the right clarity and focus on what their business model is. So it prevents them from making the best decisions about their businesses. So you need to know what your business model is, and you might have a combination of two or three business models into one, and that's called a hybrid business model. So just things to think about in order. When you understand your target market better, then you'll be able to figure out what's the best solution and the best business model for them. Sometimes you need to consult with them. Some of them might prefer like a course or a program that they can follow at their own pace. So it's about you doing the research, collecting as much data as possible on your target market and doing as much research. You can ask them, what's the best way for me to deliver this solution to you? And, some of you need to walk them through the whole process and hold their hands. Some people can do it on their own. Some people don't want to touch it at all. And those are called done for you services, done with you services, or do it yourself. So you have different ways that you can present your business model and your delivery system to solve a problem.
That's what's up. Now, and I heard you mention number 3 with that target market. We talk a lot about that. Understanding exactly who it is that we're talking to. Like a lot of times we throw an event together. We think everybody coming, but listen, everybody's not coming into this show. You know what I'm saying?
These are foundational principles. Yeah, these are foundational principles. It just getting back to the basics. When you know who your target market is, you're able to create better messages. You want to understand your target market better than they understand themselves. That way you'll be able to resonate with them. You'll be able to communicate with them. You'll be able to offer them better solutions to their problems. So, like I said, target market, like that's something we're going to keep on beating up y'all head every week until we get more clarity on it. And we can break down target market into demographics, psychographics, and in different categories. So we usually go deeper into those topics, with our clients, so we can help them, define and get more clarity on who their target market is. So, if you're interested in learning more, we have a digital marketing assessment. It's like a survey that you can fill out, and then we'll give you feedback on how to make your business better. So if you we'll have the link in the description on the survey that you can fill out. And then this survey is almost like a tune-up for your business. We're going to provide you with feedback on how to make your website better, how to create better social media posts, how to create better advertisements and things like that. So, we're here to help you get back to the basics in order to help you create a strong foundation, because at the end of the day, you can't build anything sustainable on a shaky foundation. Okay. So we want to make sure that we really understand the basics on what we're doing when we're starting a business and when we're creating marketing campaigns and advertisements, because we don't want to waste any money. If you don't know who your target market is and you start spending money on Facebook and Instagram and TikTok, it's not going to go on you the way you think it's going to go. It's not going to go the way you think it's going to go. And then you're going to blame Facebook and the algorithm and all these situations. And it's not that. It has to do with you defining who your target market is, and also your consistency as well. Just because you run a couple of ads or you put a couple of posts out for a couple of weeks, it's not a guarantee that you're going to start seeing immediate sales. So you got to give it some time. So that's why we like to talk about we're gonna jump a little bit into our strategy because we got like 10 minutes left, but I'm gonna give it to y'all real quick. I hope y'all got a pen and a paper, okay? It's called ACEs. ACES. Okay. The first A stands for attention. So you need to be able to get people's attention. And the best way to get people's attention is when you understand what they're trying to accomplish, when you know what their goals are, when you understand where they're at and what their problem is, you can get their attention better because now when you're creating marketing messages, you can speak directly to what's bothering them, to their problem. So you want to get their attention. That's the first A, attention. Then C is conversation. The next C is conversation. After you get their attention, you want to create a conversation. That's it. So you want to create a dialogue, an open dialogue where you're asking them questions. After that, you want to move into education. So you got the conversation going. You got a rapport with them. They know who you are. Now you want to start educating them a little bit on your business and on how you can help them. And then the last letter in the ACES strategy is sales. So now that you start the conversation and you're kind of educating them on the process a little bit, now you can move into sales. So a lot of people, they try to go into sales too quickly without building the rapport first. So that's an amateur move, and it turns people off very quickly because they feel as if you don't care about them. It goes back to people over profits. So you have to slow down a little bit. You have to listen and you have to ask questions. When you ask them smart questions, they're going to see that you're into actually helping them solve their problem. If you're just trying to jam down their throat what you're selling, it never works. People don't like to be sold to, but they like to buy. Okay? So you want to make yourself likable. You want them to be able to trust you. And once you do that, then you can try to sell them on what you have to offer. It'll be easier for you to do that. So yeah, the ACES strategy is something that, we teach to all of our clients, all of our partners, everybody that's associated with us, all of our virtual assistants. We make sure that they understand this process because we're not just here to shove the information down your throat. We want to actually help people that it can benefit. So the people that we reach out to, we actually reaching out to people that we know we can help. So if y'all ever see a message from us, if we have a DM you directly, then know that the only reason we reached out to you is because we feel as if that we can help what you're doing, or else we wouldn't have reached out to you in the first place. So just keep that in mind that, we really care about businesses and like I said, and for the reason why I got started, I don't want people to go through the same things that I went through in my business as well. So if I had a mentor in the beginning of my journey, it would have prevented me from making a lot of mistakes that I did.
Yeah.
You feel me?
Yeah,
Indeed. A mentor saves time and energy. But go ahead.
No. Because I mean, you taking me right to my next question, man. Is as we on this journey, man, we trying to build this great platform and serve all these people and solve all these problems, man. How important is it to have mentors or mentorship, in your branding?
Man, like I tell everybody, success requires a push. It's hard to do it on your own. It's hard to do it in isolation. You need to get around positive people who's been through what you've been through, who's been through what you're going through currently right now. They're going to offer you a lot of insights. They'll be able to even motivate you, even prevent you from making mistakes that you didn't have to make. A mentor can save you a lot of time and energy. I overlooked it in the beginning too. Sometimes you think a mentor is expensive. I'm sorry. In the beginning, you think a mentor is expensive, but some of my best mentors, it came from bartering. A couple of my mentors, it came from I built their website for no charge, and they mentored me. I had another mentor. He became my personal trainer, and he just needed help with his logo, his flyers, and just like his messaging and website. So we exchanged services. He helped me in a lot of different ways for me to become the person that I am today. So it's not always about money. It's about the relationship. It's about getting people to know you, like you, and trust you. and then they'll be willing to open up to you and share information that's going to help you, expand and scale your business to new levels. So, that's real.
Hey,
I
that's
know
what's
what's
up,
going
man. And then with our last, and I know we got about 10 minutes left, man. Talk to us about the one we always want. So in the ACEs process, it was the last thing we got to. We talk about people over profits, putting the transformation before the transaction, right?
on.
In
I
our
like that.
7M framework.
Don't go past that. I like that
Huh?
one. You got to put the transformation before the transaction.
100%. What's the change that if you pay for my service, what's gonna happen, man? We're gonna pack out your show.
I love that.
What's the leverage? What's the trade off? What's the value we're getting, right? So talk to us, man. About finish that thought. After we got their attention, we had a conversation with them. We got the mindset. We understand our business model. We know who we're talking to. We know how to reach them. We know where we putting our message. We got a mentor. Talk to us about monetization. We hear this word, YouTube, monetize your website, monetize your merch, right? Talk to us about monetization, man, and give us some insight on that.
Okay, so when you start a business, you might be thinking about one way of making money. You might have one avenue for generating sales. But if you really, start doing research, you will find out that there's many ways for you to monetize your business. It's different avenues for you to make money. So let me give you an example of monetization. So I work with a financial advisor, and she provides business credit and personal credit. She repairs your personal credit and helps you get business credit. So that's how she was getting money. She'll charge people on a retainer, and then she'll get like a monthly reoccurring, fee from them for a certain amount of time. But I gave her another way that she can monetize and make money. So what I told her was, once these people get their credit in order, they're going to need credit cards, or they're going to need accounts in order, trade accounts. So I told her to look into different credit card affiliate programs. So now she offers her clients these credit cards, and she gets a percentage every time somebody, creates a membership or gets a credit card. Now she gets a percentage of the sale too from the American Express. So that's just a monetization strategy that she used, and it's thousands of them too. If you sit back and think about it, there's a lot of different ways you can create different streams of income within your business. So like a mentor can help you with those things as well. Just thinking outside of the box, because they have a different perspective. They're on the outside looking in, so they can see what you're doing, and they can offer you suggestions, and you're going to be like, oh wow, I didn't even think about that. So, but you got to be willing. You got to be ready to take action quickly. You can't sit on information. That's another thing. A lot of people know a lot, but they don't do a lot. A lot of people know a lot, but they don't do a lot with the information. So
taking action.
Yeah, to me that's frustrating to me. Just sitting on information and not being able to do anything with it.
Yeah,
like when I learn something new, I try to implement it immediately.
Yeah.
I try to implement it into my business immediately and try to see if it's going to work or not. So I don't have time to be just sitting on information. I need to apply it. Just like us going live. Everybody talking about, we need to make more video content. We need to go live more often. So that's what we're doing. We're going to test it out and see if it's going to work.
Right.
If it doesn't work, we're going to try something else. But at least we tried and made the effort to see, if it's going to work or not.
Yeah, and it's just the beginning, man. We already committed to this journey. You know what I mean? We talk about it every day, man. And it's like this is just the beginning, man. This is not, we got so much land to conquer, so much information to share. So it ain't, we just getting started. This ain't even.
Listen, we just warming up. These just push-ups, baby.
Yeah, real talk.
Push-ups, baby. We ain't even getting the gym yet. Wait till we get in the gym.
Yeah.
Wait till we get in the studio.
Oh,
like I said, I swear to God, I'm trying to let them know this is just practice. Y'all see us up here, we might be stuttering. Y'all might not, they don't know what we're talking about. Y'all might not be able to We can't figure
One
out.
thing, one thing I said, bro. Even the delivery might not be polished, Slim, but the game is golden. Like this, everything we talking about, bro. We on the right path.
It's
100%.
foundational principles. I mean, we've been doing this for years,
and we got the track record to back it up. So it ain't like, you know what I mean, we shoot from the hip. Like, nah, we've been in the field for a minute.
Yeah, we've been. This just our first time seeing us like this. Like we giving y'all an inside look on who we are and how we operate. So it's new to us, but it's exciting.
Yeah,
It's exciting, especially with all these things with technology, all these opportunities. Like it's time for us to really come together and share more information with each other. If we really want to grow and take it to the next level, we can't do it on our own, and we shouldn't want to do it on our own. It's fun. It's fun. Me and Champ, we have great conversations, about personal stuff, about business situations. Like it's all about expanding. And a lot of people don't have business partners that they can talk to. A lot of problems sometimes, a lot of clients I have consultation with, they be like, man, Paul, I don't have nobody to talk to about my business. I talk to my mom.
Yeah, they stuck.
And she don't even really know what I'm talking about,
And a lot of times too, man, that, what they say success is in the proximity, right? We're stuck at a level in our business because our circle only goes so far. Soon as you start talking to somebody like Paul, you're like, man, damn, that really was a good idea. I really did know what I was talking about, but you just stuck talking to the wrong people. Sometimes you got to get out your comfort zone and go talk to the business owner. It might be intimidating. Man, they making 6 figures. Whole time you sitting on some information that might be valuable. You might have a whole bag waiting on you, but you're scared to go in the room. You got to get in the room.
Know your value, know your worth. When you know how valuable you are, you're not going to accept just anything.
Break. So,
go ahead.
Let me just, before we get off of here, man, elaborate on value, man. I got a quote in my notes, man, and just understanding the value of value. When you're constantly improving yourself, seeking information, exchanging ideas with like-minded people. Give me some idea. What's your thoughts on the value of value? When you say value, know your value, right? A lot we hear that cliche, right? Know your value, know your worth. But break that down for us a little bit before we roll.
So as human beings, as business owners, we all struggle. We all need help. So we're all in search of guidance. All of us, no matter what stage we're at, we all need some kind of help. So you want to make yourself a valuable person. You want to make yourself a person who can actually help people solve their problems. So the more valuable you are, the more you can charge, first of all, and the more people trust you, because they see that you're able to help them through their problems. You're able to help them make a transformation into a better life. So when you make yourself valuable, when you study your craft, when you're constantly practicing, you're able to pass that energy along to somebody else so they can so you can uplift them and inspire them to their greatness. So you just got to remind yourself of how valuable you are. God made us all special and unique, and sometimes we forget about it. Sometimes we need a reminder from the people around us of our value, of our significance. The information that you have can help somebody with their life. So don't forget that. Just make yourself as valuable as possible. Just learn, study, research, keep on practicing whatever it is you think you're not good at, and then people are look at you more as an expert within your industry or as an authority. So value is important.
My man, we got 2 minutes left, man. Tell the people what to do, where to go, what to get, what we got for them, what's going on.
So yeah, this is the 3rd episode of the B.A.S.E podcast. So we just getting started. Like I said, we just doing push-ups right now. We ain't even getting the gym yet. So we're going to have a lot of different business owners on here with us as well, who can provide y'all with even more insight than what we're doing right now at the moment. So we have a lot of different frameworks, a lot of different strategies that we use that can help you amplify your message and get in front of the right people. So if you want to actually work with us, you can take our survey. We're going to leave the survey in the comments, and the survey was going to allow us to get more information about your business And me and my team, we're going to look at different aspects of your business and show you how you can improve it. So we're going to look at your website, your social media, your Google pages. We're just going to look up your reputation and your credibility online. So we want to help you improve your messaging and help you define your target market. So one of our processes to help you is to help you get more clarity and focus in your marketing and your business principles. So we always go back to the basics because the basics are like the foundation of your success. Only thing, an expert is somebody who's mastered the basics. So don't forget that.
Hey, man, that's it, man. Appreciate you, home. Champ Boogie, the big homie, Paul the Connector, the B.A.S.E podcast. We just getting started, baby. It's getting hot.
Bang, bang. Let's get it.
Holla at your boy, man.
All right. Peace.
All right.